Hello everyone, welcome back to Lucky Loaders 15, and in this video I'll be giving you my thoughts and feelings and my selections for day 2 of the Cheltenham Festival. We'll be previewing every race of day 2. Day 1 so far was a very good day today, a lot of good dramatic finishes, a lot of good horses coming through and winning, and also as well it was a good day for punters as well. There was a lot of people that had plenty of winners out there. From our point of view in the tips we put up last night, kind of a mixed bag. Our only winner was Auvergnat in the Champion Hurdle, but it was a great ride by Barry Geraghty just to get ahead of Milan in the end, which was really a step up from what he's shown in his career so far. Career best effort from Milan, but Auvergnat was able to cling on and was the first horse since Hardy Eustace to win back-to-back Champion Hurdles, so that was a good performance there. Our other selections that nearly went close was Shantou Flyer in the Ultima for Richard Hobson and James Byrne. It was a good prominent ride by James Byrne, always had Shantou Flyer concentrating, it jumped well a lot of the way and was always handy, but in the end just couldn't run down Kustar Saliva at the end for Lizzie Kelly and Nick Williams. So again, that was a little bit frustrating there. I thought it was just going to pip it on the line, but in the end it finished in second place. But from an each way angle, like I did it, at 18 to 1, that wasn't too bad there. And then what I thought was my best bet of the day, I did it each way at 7 to 1, was Miss Parfois in the amateur race for William Biddick and Anthony Honeyball. He gave it a really good ride. It was always very prominent, and this nice little mare showed real class today and gave a really good account of herself, but in the end just went down by a neck against Rafinden of Willie Mullins, who had a very good day today. He had a treble on the card at Cheltenham, so again we were unlucky there, but we were in a small profit for today. But hopefully we can go one better tomorrow and have a few more winners instead of just getting the one winner today, and we can turn some of those places into some good winners. And there's a few horses tomorrow I fancy at some decent prices, so take your pick from all these selections of day 2 of the Cheltenham Festival. So tomorrow we're starting off in the Ballymore, which is going to be probably quite a competitive race, but there is a standout favourite with Sam Crow for Gordon Elliott. But I'm going to be going against Sam Crow tomorrow. I just don't like him at the prices. Last year I actually had the winner of this race where it was called the Neptune. I tipped up Willoughby Court, and that was a really good performance. That was my best winner of the Cheltenham Festival last year at 16 to 1, so I was really happy with that one last year, and hopefully I can get the winner here tomorrow. Now, if we look at the betting so far, like I said, Sam Crow's at the top, around about 8 to 11 best odds at the moment. Next Destination will probably be well punted tomorrow, with the Ruby Walsh and Willie Mullins team having a good time of things today, so that one could be a market mover. But one I really like at the prices is a horse of Tom George. It's called Black Op, which obviously he won the Supreme today with Somerville Boy, but Black Op could be a good one at the prices for this race tomorrow. Now Black Op is currently 10 to 1. Like I said, it's trained by Tom George, and Noel Feely is booked to take the ride tomorrow, which is a good jockey booking, who again won the Supreme today. Now this horse Black Op won a maiden a couple of starts ago at Doncaster, and really good, easy performance it was that day on heavy testing ground. Then it went to run in a trial at Cheltenham on Trials Day at the Cotswold Chase meeting at Cheltenham, and it just went down losing to Santini, where it really improved against what it had done so far. So Black Op I thought at 10 to 1, also as well by the same sire Sam Mason as Somerville Boy, had a really good chance at the prices tomorrow. And if I was going for an each way bet, I thought you could do a lot worse than Black Op in this race, because even though Sam Crow, like I said, is a good thing and probably will win this race tomorrow, he's been the superstar so far, I just thought maybe Black Op could be one that could give him something to think about. So that's going to be my selection from an each way angle tomorrow. I'm going for Black Op in the Ballymore. Then our next selection is in the 210, the RSA, and this is one of the horses I've always been following, especially over the last few weeks as well from the market perspective. Tipping up here, Black Corton, currently best priced at 8 to 1, trained by Paul Nichols, and one of my idols, Bryony Frost, is taking the ride tomorrow. She's had a great season, winning many big races, and Black Corton really has been a superstar horse. She's won quite a few times on him, and Black Corton really has been pretty much the star of the season in Britain so far. He's the best 3-mile novice chaser in Britain. He's done very well. He's won a Grade 1 at Kempton at Christmas, and last time out he won at Ascot in the Rennerstown novice chase, beating Miss Parfois, where the form was boosted today with Miss Parfard just going down, like we said earlier, in the amateur race, finishing in second place. So that was a good performance by Black Corton that day. They originally thought, Paul Nicholls, that this was just going to be a summer horse and he'll just like the good and probably good to soft ground, but he's liked testing conditions. He's raced a few times in testing conditions and seems to have been very good on them. Also as well, he's had a couple of wins this season at Cheltenham, so the course experience will definitely go in handy here. And I thought 8-1 tomorrow, he was a very good each way selection. I'm currently doing a work placement with At the Races, and I know Nick Fitzgerald, who I shadowed a couple of weeks ago at Fontwell, where the connections of Old Guard, who also are the same connections of Black Corton, were really keen on this horse. I know Jeremy Carl, who's a co-owner of this horse, is on this horse at 50-1 anti-post, so if that came in for him tomorrow, he would be jumping up and down. But I think Black Corton's got a very good chance in this race tomorrow, and that's why I'm going to be tipping it up at 8-1. The only concern against Black Corton would be maybe it's ran too many times, but I think it should definitely be a tough nut to crack. I'm not really with Presenting Percy. I think that had a tough race against Arduke last time out. I think maybe it's a better hurdler than it is a chaser, but Presenting Percy is a good horse. Also Monolith as well was another good horse, but I just thought Black Corton has been a little bit underrated this season, and in the market Black Corton was the one to go for, so I'm going to be tipping up that one in the RSA tomorrow. For the Coral Cup tomorrow, a big competitive handicap. Favourites have a terrible record in this race. Only one favourite in the last 10 years has actually won this race, and I'm going to be going with an outsider here tomorrow. I'm going with a horse called Red Indian, trained by Ben Paulin, and David Bass will take the ride tomorrow. Good jockey booking. Now this horse has placed in all 4 of its handicap starts this season. It finished third in one of them in the Lanzarote Hurdle, but where it just lost a couple of lengths to William Henry, which it reopposes tomorrow. But I thought the prices at 25-1, Red Indian was a good thing. Also as well, the form in the Lanzarote was boosted with the Spirit of the Games, ran a good race in the Betfair Hurdle at Newbury. Also as well, Top of the Game, which our selection beat last time out, the one that finished 4th. Top of the Game went in a few weeks ago, so that was a pretty good piece of form really, the Lanzarote, going into this race. And I thought tomorrow at 25-1, with a lot of bookmakers as well, like Sky Bet playing 6 places, you could do a lot worse than Red Indian, and he's going to be carrying a nice low racing weight tomorrow. So that's going to be my selection in the Coral Cup. We then go to the Champion Chase tomorrow, and no surprises, I'm going to go for Altior here. I'm a really big fan of Altior, and I'm really attracted to the price that he's gone out to now. He's 11-10, and he was an odds-on favourite a few days ago before it came out that he was slightly lame, and that did put a little bit of concern in the market. And Duvan was really heavily backed, went from 9-2 to about 5-2 Duvan, and because Ruby Walsh was booked to ride it, they obviously think that had a better chance than Min, so Duvan has been very well supported. And if Duvan was anything like his old best, he could definitely give Altior a run for his money. You might remember last year this was the race where Duvan was really well fancied, but in the end never turned up. But Altior, I think, is definitely a really good thing. He put in a really good performance on his seasonal return after having a wind up at Newbury. I went to Nicky Henderson's press conference when he had the Betfair Hurdle back in early February, and he was really confident about Altior's chances. He thinks all the preparation has gone in well, and he just wanted a good run, which he got at Newbury, to get under his belt on the way to Cheltenham. And at Altior tomorrow is probably going to be my banker bet tomorrow. So away from the Champion Chase and that selection of Altior, we then go to the Cross Country Chase, which I actually really enjoy. I like seeing the horses going around the track. But for some, this is a race where they just kind of go to sleep or don't bother watching. It's always a tight, competitive affair. Also as well, from a punter's point of view, it's always a little bit tricky to work out who's going to win, because anything could really turn up. But this year you've got Cause of Causes, you've also got The Last Samurai turning up, who's been tested over the National before. This is kind of maybe last resort for Last Samurai, but he's a very good horse. But the selection I'm going with here is a horse called Auvergnat, trained by Edna Bolger, who does very well in these cross-country chases. And this horse last year finished 4th in this race, where it made a mistake when it had every chance with 2 fences left to go. But in the end, with that mistake, it could only muster 4th place. But at the prices tomorrow, it's 8-1, and I thought that was quite a good each way value. Also as well, it's only 8 years old as well, and against some of these more maybe exposed rivals, Auvergnat could still have a little bit of improvement left to come. Also as well, Mark Walsh is aboard tomorrow, and he's ridden this horse to victory before, and also has won this race I believe before, so that's a good positive jockey booking. Also as well, Auvergnat won last time out in the cross-country race at Punchestown, so it's got good form going into this race, and that's going to be my selection tomorrow. We then go to the Fred Winter with the second and last selection, going with a horse here called Look My Way, trained by John Quinn, who's targeted this race, and Brian Hughes is booked tomorrow. He had a winner today with Mr. Whitaker in the Close Brothers, so he's coming off the back of a winner at the festival already. This horse is currently 12 to 1 at the moment, and this is the horse that gave Apple Shakira a run for its money last time out, where it really tested Apple Shakira to respond to pressure, and in the end gave a really good account of itself. Look My Way, and I'm going to be tipping up this horse tomorrow. It's got good form in the bag. It's been really unlucky. It well liked the testing conditions as well, and I thought a 12 to 1, where the Fred Winter favourites don't tend to have a very good record. I'm going to go for this one, Look My Way, tomorrow in this race. And in our last selection in the Champion Bumper, the last race of the day, going with a horse called Acey Milan, trained by Anthony Honeybull, has the best I should say bumper form in Britain this season. Won its last 3 starts, including the best bumper of the year by far in Britain at Newbury last time out. I think it should definitely be the market favourite, currently priced up at 8 to 1, and I think that's brilliant each way value. Trained by Anthony Honeybull, who's a very good bumper trainer. Aidan Coleman's a very good jockey booking, so those two normally work well together, and I'm expecting this horse to put in a good performance tomorrow. Another horse I will mention, maybe just to go away from AC Milan, is in this race tomorrow, is a horse called Know the Score, trained by David Pipe, who had the winner of this race with Moon Racer a couple of years ago, so he knows how to train the winner of this race. Know the Score won very comprehensively last time at Toaster in fine form by 13 lengths, and the horse of Nigel Twiston Davis that finished second in that race that day, Milan Storm, went and won a bumper at Warwick the other day, so the form looks good. They also paid a lot of money for that horse, Know the Score, £380,000, and they obviously mean business with that horse. So that was another horse I thought maybe to have a bet on the side away from my selection, AC Milan, but I thought those were definitely 2 good horses to go for in the Champion Bumper tomorrow. So they're the selections for day 2 tomorrow. If you want to follow more Cheltenham videos and more horse racing tipping videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. You can also check me out on Twitter at my username of LuckyLoaders15, same name on the YouTube channel. That's all I've got to say. Please gamble responsibly. Leave any comments below as well regarding any tips you have of Cheltenham. And that's all I've got to say really. Hope we have a good day tomorrow, and we'll be seeing you soon.